I just really, really want y'all to understand the repercussions of working out, okay? So, you know, you gotta always compare something to something because things come from everything, and everything is pretty much one and the same as far as how the system of it works. Everything takes in, then pushes out type thing. We all eat, then shit. We all take in somebody's conversation and push out, right? So, then you know that you as a person have your own systems and stuff like that. So I'm gonna pretty much target the people that's working out a lot right now, especially if they're not really having direction on why they're working out. It's just because of the wave. Even if you made up your mind that this is you working out because it's for you, but you know what I'm saying, you kind of blindly working out, and blindly just means you know how to work out, okay? Because I like you know how to work out, but it's just you're not really being wise about it. As in, you don't know where this whole thing is gonna lead to. As in, what happens when you make something super super like strong or sharp or heavy density muscle, like when it's gonna have to eventually transition some type of way. Like that hard muscle cannot stay there forever. Okay, and y'all gonna start seeing that from The Rock. Like now he can take things that make him great, honestly. But as far as me and y'all, you feel me? Us people, we ain't really got that much right now. Like money ain't even a question no more for him. Like he's literally just going through the world being seen. It don't really go no further than that. The Rock. But yeah. So understand when you're working out a lot, you need to understand whatever body parts you that are making you sore or whatever gets sore, you need to make sure to always get that tense body part, because we all know when we touch it, it's like it be all tense. It's because your blood is forming to try to, what do they say, tear down just to rebuild on top of whatever meat or fat was there type of thing. So you got to always know that you're just building some hard parts of you, okay? So that's cool and all, but just know, okay, this is why I say stretch. This is why I say you gotta stretch it out, or make sure you're not doing too much where it feels like you can't really just use that muscle to actually just wiggle around. If you're a dude or if you're a female, you can't actually even, jiggle around or swirl. You know what I'm saying? The working out, it's different, especially if you're working out certain parts of you. You think you're not getting stiff, but you are. Now, like I said, this ain't for everybody, but it is for everybody because also you're not gonna know what you're doing until it's kind of too late. So you working out, feeling all good right now is cool, but especially if you somebody like me that works or does anything just hard, and my people that's around me, they all do everything super hard and stuff like that. So if you work out, now if you're a mundane workout out, this ain't really for you. Like working out mundane, like you feel me? That's like every other day or not even every other day. It ain't even how much you go. It's just really what you do when you get there. Like, is it intense or is it like kind of you doing this? You'll stop. And ain't nothing wrong with either. I don't care. I'm just saying because otherwise you're not gonna get what I'm saying if you're not in this category of people that kind of go real hard when they work out. So yeah. So just think about it like this: you hardening a piece of you, especially if it's like where your bones are. If like your elbow's got this piece right here, so your bone can go over your elbow, so it causes it to crack. You got um, you got like this part of you. This is bone, but then you got a muscle right here, so it can or even this. Like it's certain things muscles that if you get it combined to your bone, like if it gets too over your bones, stuff like that starts growing over your bones, so that's just gonna cause your muscles to move with your bones. So that just means you're just gonna be real stiff, real structured, real construction worker head. You know what I'm saying? Like a little bit of box face, big old box head body. So this why and this is why you shouldn't work out too long, because it will make you stiff where you're gonna have to unbind that tie real good. And example that you can see from a smushy thing, aka a muscle, aka bone or tissue, you feel me, mixed with an actual bone, you know, and getting over or getting the muscle or the fiber of the shit overwhelmed by the bone. I mean by the getting overwhelmed onto the bone. So basically the mushy part, aka muscle, gets swollen onto the bone type thing. So you can see this with your teeth if your teeth have ever gotten swollen, or if they're not, you can kind of just see how it could possibly happen. If my gum got swollen, it would go over my damn. This is a bone, so it'll go over your bone, and we all know what happens when shit go over your bone. Or if you go over your bone, it's uncomfortable. Your ass gonna get a swollen ass goddamn gum. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna get real like sensitive. It's gonna get swollen. It's gonna get stiff. Like you can't really touch it like that. Now bone muscle's different onto the bone because you gonna have to touch it. You know what I'm saying? Hold on 1 second. Now this right here. This right here. This right here, okay? Somebody was about to charge me too motherfucking much for this. But this right here is the stuff, okay? Set it on different levels. Y'all sponsor me because y'all they gonna want to hear what I'm saying, plus the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? They gonna want to hear me and the knowledge, so y'all might as well sponsor me. Feel me? But yeah, so just because this thing right here does things that you really can't do by yourself, and even hands that if you had somebody do it for you, you know? So it basically just kind of like, it gets in all your fucking muscles that is tight. And what happens when you apply pressure, especially if it's vibrant pressure to something that's stable, it's gonna cause it to eventually break through, you know what I'm saying? Or eventually spread out, or eventually come into pieces and not so firm, you know what I mean? So, you know, I'll be needing somebody to do my back, man. Cause, well, I just got this. Shout out to my people for getting this. But yeah, man, so yeah, always look at things to compare things to. At the end of the day, working out is cool, but always remember you're gonna have to stop at a point, or if you're not, you gotta balance it by doing something like yoga or stretching. But that goes deep because you just gotta know yourself though. Fuck a yoga, fuck a stretch. It ain't even a certain constructed way to do yoga or stretch. You just get into a weird, uncomfortable position. You might not even do it in public, but you just get in a stance or a position where you're stretching certain parts of you that feel like they're very, very stiff. And it's gonna feel like low-key uncomfortable, just like when you stretch your legs. Like it feel uncomfortable, but when you stretch other parts that's real stiff, especially you backs, all y'all backs I know are stiff right here. Yep, right here. Y'all mostly probably got stiff backs right here and under your damn shoulder blades. Some of y'all right up here. So that's the big thing. Now and that you can still compare that to going your muscles going over your bone because all this muscle when you work out, especially when you do back stuff, you basically are putting a whole bunch of all kind of elements back there, air, earth, fire, because when you trying to get the passion to do this, when you do back muscle or even pull-ups, and then or you get earth, basically you pushing a lot of stuff back here, especially when you like do a lot of working out with your back. So the point is you need to actually stretch your damn back, no matter how big and broad you feel. You need to stretch it, because otherwise it's gonna turn into a rock, and then guess what? The rock gonna have to move eventually. It's gonna have to break, so it's gonna be your fucking bones feeling like it just goddamn collapsed or some shit. Not actually breaking, but anyway, it's gonna lead to something bad. So, you know, I hope y'all got this video. Don't work out too hard if you're the type of person to go real hard into anything. Don't do it too much. And if you're gonna keep it up, you need to realize it's gonna have to stop. So you either balance it as you go, as in do a lot of yoga or take breaks when you need to, or just realize if you a motherfucker that's working out a lot, you're gonna have to stop eventually and stop going so hard. It ain't that serious. You're not impressing nobody. You need to get your mind right. That ain't got nothing to do with the physicality of what you can look at to see what you need to be a part of mentally. When you're supposed to do that mentally for yourself first, then you're gonna do it. But anyway, shout out to Uriel. But anyway, yes.